So Jeff PearlMan is sitting down with Idi Amin from the Outlaws, talking about how he wrote in his book that there was another case about what happened with Tupac and whatever her name, Ayanna Jackson, excuse me, and saying that it was another case before that Tupac allegedly did the same thing to another young lady. And I'm sure by now he shouldn't be surprised why people ain't rocking with his book. Let's go ahead and get into this, y'all.
Check me out.
But this woman accused her of it. The police filed a report. I talked to her. She talked about it. Husband confirmed that this happened, that she came running into the husband, who was a USC football player at that time. I understand if you have everyone watching thinking, this guy, how dare you write that? Tupac is our icon. How dare you write that? I'm just saying, if you were writing a book about Tupac Shakur or anybody, and they go to prison for battery in a rape case, and there was an accusation, a very detailed accusation that led to a police report and an interview with the victim and confirmation with the husband, I don't know how any responsible journalist doesn't write about it. And that is.
So as y'all see part of what he said in that video, I got some questions on this, and I got in the description link if y'all want to go ahead and watch the full clip and you know what Idi was saying to the dude Jeff PearlMan. You know what I mean? I don't want to take everything from it. I want y'all to actually see their interaction, especially for the real Tupac fans out there like me. So my question, what I had from the problem of what I did see and what he said to Idi was, this situation happened, I got the names, blase squads, they talked to all these people. But the problem is the police report says nothing about them talking to any other witnesses. So apparently it says, allegedly, that, she had a chance to run off and she didn't run. So this is why the police didn't pursue it. I don't know if they was pop fans or just looked at it like, a lot of women do these things and lie on celebrities and rich men all the time trying to get money and things of that nature. But I wish they would have, because I understand it. He's a journalist, quote unquote. So he's like, you have to write about these things once you finish, once you find out about certain things. You'll be a terrible journalist if you don't. Okay, I can understand that. But if you put it in your book and you don't say in your book, since I didn't talk to anybody else, because he didn't even say anything about contacting the other parties that was allegedly involved, part of Tupac's entourage when he talks about the situation. And what bothers me about it is he treats Tupac like a case study. Every time he's talking about somebody to Idi with Tupac, he's talking as if, like Idi doesn't know any of these people he's talking about. He brings up Jada Pinkett and the other people that he was trying to talk to. And he be like, I talked to this person, Jada Pinkett, who was married to Will Smith. And he's looking like, yeah, I know. I know. So when you see those type of things, right, it makes you like look at this guy like he's treating Tupac like a case study. He's not an actual person. And that's why I have a problem with his quote-unquote type of journalism, which I think he comes from sports. So it's like, you should have stayed where you was at, bro. Don't come over here talking about somebody you really don't know about or really don't care about it. Like those type of people, especially, white guys like that, those culture vultures, Vlad TV and all that, they'll be like, this is fascinating. This is interesting. But we're talking about a real person that a lot of people revere, respect, and love. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy how they do things like this. You can only do your best every day to try to live correct and do the right things or be righteous as much as possible. But once you become a celebrity and then you got this type of ish where people can write about you without getting permission, it's crazy. Like, I ain't gonna lie. This stuff that they talking about, and shout out to Idi because he's doing an interview. He didn't want to talk to him about the book. So like, all right, fuck it. We're going to just go ahead and have this conversation. So I respect the brother Idi for being able to even have this conversation. But what's crazy is dude is trying to act like he's just being a journalist about it and just printing the facts and all that. But he got a lot of stuff wrong in his book that he talks about. And Idi had to correct him on certain things. So maybe, Idi and a lot of people that truly knew Pac should have talked to him. But at the same time, I get it. These vultures is always trying to get over on somebody. So a lot of people ain't going for that shit with this book. So he put out this story. He didn't talk to the other alleged parties in this story, and trying to make it seem like he was being very careful and respectful about Pac. Well, we all know it wasn't. This ain't nothing but a money grab. He treated the man like a case in a money grab. That's all it is. So I'm only talking about this really because Edie's talking about it. Now, one story he did talk about, I'm gonna do a video on, is actually being able to help. If y'all know the song Brenda's Got a Baby, if you don't, pause it. Go listen to the song. But Pac actually, because of him making that song, that song was able to help connect the actual young lady that was Brenda back to her child that she left. You know what I mean? So that was something I was like, all right, cool. I don't remember hearing about that story. That's one thing. I'm like, all right, cool. But Edie confirmed that. So that's why I'm like, all right, cool. If somebody that Pac know don't confirm it, or somebody I know and he's lying, it's like, fuck this guy. You know what I'm saying? But I know y'all got your own feelings and thoughts about it. But y'all tell me what y'all think. Dude talking about stuff, and he's leaving a lot of people out that need to be in there. And I'm sure y'all, well, I know he's a culture vulture in my opinion. But y'all let me know what y'all think about it. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. All right?
Check me out.